I'm bringing you more. I told you I'm gonna be 10 in on this Gwendolyn situation. Okay. Oh, y'all like how that ran? That was kind of dope. Looking at the Gwendolyn E. White case, all of a major issue, and again, this isn't legal advice. This is just me kind of thinking about my own personal truth and thinking about a lot of people who have been through situations like Miss White, but thinking about this. And if you are an attorney and you want to chime in, you're welcome to, because I want to make sure that I'm staying on track here. But a major issue with a lot of these harassment and intimidation cases is that courts require claims to be presented in more of a structural way, an evidence-based way, right? They don't want emotional overload, a bunch of scattered timelines and broad accusations, and sometimes that can actually weaken credibility. And I feel like that's what happened with Miss Gwendolyn E. White, is that she had so much, she was so overwhelmed with her mother and the car accidents, her own health, and all of these things. And then you got this entire community allegedly mobbing her. So even with all of those concerns, even if they were real, a lot of them were kind of like emotionally overloaded. So there are like 5 things that I think people can kind of focus on. Maybe if you're going through a situation like this and you are finding yourself at a point where you just feel like all hope is lost, right? Because these people literally got in their beautiful G-Wagons and properly strapped Miss Gwendolyn E. White and her mother down in the car and drove her allegedly straight to hell, okay? So you might want to start focusing on the specific incident that happened, right? So court investigators usually respond better when it's just one incident, one date, one defendant, and one provable claim at a time. So going in with a book, a wall of claims that is all over the place may be just too overwhelming for the courts. So bundling too many out together can possibly make it harder to kind of separate the evidence from the speculation, right? And then you got to separate emotion, take the emotion out of it. You got to just let the emotion go. It hurts. You done been through a lot. You seen them. They was hiding in plain sight. They mask slipped. They didn't care about putting it back on, allegedly. But typically, strong legal cases really rely on organized timelines, photos, reports, recordings, witnesses, and concise factual summaries. Now, she had a lot of that, right? From what I'm seeing on her social media posts, she had a lot of that, but it wasn't in a way that it made sense, I feel like, and that's my opinion, to the court. So highly emotional communications can sometimes undermine